welcome to another math video. In this video we will focus on the worksheet Subtracting by Regrouping. This was part of the week 1 Union County Public Schools packet and it was page 25. It's this worksheet right here. So the instructions up at the top say, circle all the problems where you can regroup a 10 to help subtract. Then solve the circled problems. So just to kind of make this a little more relevant to what we know, I'm going to take a blank piece of paper, and I'm just going to solve these equations using whatever strategy I want. And then once I have my answer, I'm going to look back, and I'm just going to put up here at the top. I'm going to do blue for if I had to regroup. And I'll use this pink kind of color, red, pink, I'm not really sure, maybe it's pink. If I do, I'll just put no regrouping. I'll put no regroup. So remember, we have to regroup when we do not have enough ones from our largest number to subtract the ones from our smallest number. So we have to borrow a 10 from the tens place. So for example, number 1 right here, they already have it circled, so I know that realistically I would be circling it blue at the end. But if I was doing this just from scratch, how you guys could solve it, I would go ahead and do number 1, and I'm going to use the expanded form strategy just because I love it. I just think it's a lot easier. So 32, I'm going to expand 30, breaking apart my 10s and my 1s. Guys, not sure if you saw the video last week, but I did post a video just reminding you of all of the strategies we have learned for solving equations, word problems. So I cannot subtract 6 from 2, so I do have to borrow from my 10. This becomes 20. This guy becomes 12. Now I can subtract because that's the sign I have. 12 minus 6 is 6. 20 minus 10 is 10. When I'm doing place value strategy, I subtract, add these together. My answer is 16. I did have to regroup. So I'm going to take my blue, like I have it up here, and I'm going to circle number 1. Just to continue just going on, number 2, I'm just going to solve these 2 for you guys, and then that way you can have the rest to do on your own. 48 minus 15. I think I'm going to solve this using a number line, so I'm actually going to rewrite this equation the way we are used to. Equals, oops, unknown. And I'm subtracting. I have to start at my largest number. Minus 10. This would take me to 38. And then I'm going to go, let's do minus 1, 37, 36, 35, so I've subtracted 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I just need to subtract 2 more. So 35 minus 2 is 33. Now, if you solve using a number line, how do you know if you had to regroup or not? Well, same thing. Just keep this in mind. If I was doing place value strategy, and I had 40 plus 8, and I had 10 plus 5. Let's pretend I just did a number line. But again, thinking about if we were to do place value strategy, I can subtract 5 from 8, so I do not have to regroup. Same thing here. Since I used a number line to solve, I can subtract 5 from 8. I do not have to regroup. So I do not have to regroup for this equation. Circle it pink, circle it pink. It might be more beneficial for you to solve the equations on this worksheet using the place value strategy, just so that you can see right away whether or not you have to regroup. Doing something with number line, you're kind of just doing jumps. So it's a little bit more difficult to see whether or not you have to regroup a 10 to help you subtract. So that is how I would continue going. If you have to regroup, circle it with blue. If you do not have to regroup, circle it with a pink. Then down here at the bottom, it's just a question, how did you know which problems to circle? Again, depending on which strategy you use, your answer might be different. And then at the very bottom, it says check one of your answers by solving it using a different strategy. So if you used all place value strategy on these, maybe you want to check your answer using a number line or the base 10 strategy. Guys, I hope that I didn't make this any more confusing. Like I said, I personally would probably go through and solve this using the place value strategy just so that I could see whether or not I have to regroup or not. And guys, honestly, if you don't want to do this whole thing of deciding whether or not you need to regroup and you just want to solve these using whatever strategy you would like, that's totally an option as well. Don't stress out over it. It's an easy worksheet. Just use what you know. Thanks, guys. I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.